Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Waters of the Deep, episode 23, I think I typed into the thing. Sounds about right. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Let's go ahead and do some introductions. I know Katie stepped away for a second, so let's do some introductions to fill out a little time, and then hopefully she'll be
I'm
right
back.
back. Oh, she is back. All right, well, we're still going to do introductions. Uh, it looks like Brad, you get to go first today.
Hello everybody, I'm Brad, and I play Otis Watts, the Tempest Cleric.
Boom. Pam.
Hi everybody, I'm Pam. I'm playing Pearl, and I am a paladin that gets a lot in trouble.
That sums it up. Becca.
Mhm.
Hi everyone, I'm Becca. I play Galen, the Sea Elf Gloomstalker Ranger. Ka-chow.
Chicka chicka. Mike.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike. Today I'm playing Patty, Fairy Row.
All right, Katie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Katie, playing Silt, the Tabaxi Hexblade Warlock.
Awesome sauce and Max.
Hello, it is I, your bodacious bard, bitch, lady thing, ready to fuck some shit up.
All right. Well, before we begin, Becca, if you look at your notes, I added the apothecary list you guys received from Lena last week. That list is also in your inventory, Brad.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So you scroll. It's Lena's list. It's down towards
Lena's
the
list.
bottom of your inventory.
Perfect. Thank you.
So those are there, so you guys can reference them. There's no set amounts for anything on that list. It's just if you find, because it's like a passive quest, so it's as you find that stuff, you bring it to her and turn it in. But there's no like set amounts given or anything. But we left off last week, finishing up the fight against 4 members of the Order of the Alari, who were once again trying to go after Pearl, or so it seemed. You finished running your errands, discovered a new healing tonic that Lena can make for you, given the right supplies. Stopped in at the Hunters Guild for the first time, where you met a wonderful bugbear secretary named Lak, who kind of filled you in on the goings on. Most of the party went back to the Rusty Anchor, still licking your wounds from the battle. But Silt and Kit went to talk to Captain Rondist, who has a notice up hiring crew members and seemingly going after Silt's parents, or family rather. So where we had left that conversation off, you had given them a story, insert generic story here, about how political traitors affected your family, and the role was successful, getting you entry into the captain's cabin to continue the conversation with Captain Rondis. So I will put that map up, and that's where we will take off. You guys had just entered the cabin.
Oh, he looks like a douchebag.
I did say he was a high elf,
Yeah.
and I did the little "I'm better than everybody" voice as well.
Hoity Yankee bitch.
That's right.
But he walks in and goes around and sits at the chair opposite the door, and gestures to some chairs should you choose to sit.
Okay.
Then he's,
yeah.
So what can I help you with?
This is after he already believes my story about. Do I have to rehash it? Was he out there? I can't
No.
remember.
So the way the conversation had gone is you were asking for information about the political traitors, and he had stated, you know, it's a job from the crown. I can't reveal a whole lot, and you convinced him that your family was directly affected by political traitors. So I think you were going along the lines of trying to figure out, you were like hinting at, I want to know if these are the traitors that affected my family, to decide whether or not you were going to go with. I think that's the direction you were kind of leaning towards there subtly.
Yeah.
But basically, you convinced him to continue the conversation in his cabin. And
Okay,
as
yeah,
he
that's the
sits
part
down,
I couldn't remember if he was
yeah.
out there or not.
and as he sits down, he goes, you know, what questions can I answer for you?
I'm going to look at Kit and say, is that where the door is over there?
Right next to Kit, yeah.
Okay. Say, Marin, would you like to sit?
I guess I can. Just go sit on the chair.
Above table, how many years ago was it that my family got ousted from the...
You were a baby when that happened, so 29, almost 30 years ago.
Okay.
The wee little kitten.
So, okay.
You knew 2 words at the time. It was meow and
Yeah. Was the one I chose most.
yeah.
Captain Ron is about 30 years ago. My family was utterly destroyed by another family here in Haven. I don't know very much about it because it's a very touchy subject, as you well could imagine, and I am not old enough to have been there. All I know is a name, and I'm wondering if this is I've been searching for this family for a while.
And do tell, what is the name that you know of?
Freddy's face will get serious, and he'll lean forward, and a look of utter contempt will be on it as he says quietly, "Wing Slay."
Make a deception check for the facial features.
Oh no. Sad.
Curious. Well, unfortunately, that is privy information, the likes of which cannot be revealed except to those who sail with me, and even then only once we have sailed.
I'll lean back in my chair and look at him and cross my arms. Deciding at this point in Freddy's tumultuous life how worth it would be to take such a large gamble.
Did you have any other questions for me? I am terribly sorry I can't divulge the information, but you understand this mission came straight from the High Tri. To reveal it would be to sacrifice my head from my neck.
maybe the High Try is where I need to go to ask questions. Can
If
you
you
tell
are
me?
capable of gaining an audience with them, they would be the ones to ask.
Can you tell me which of them? Or was it all of them?
It would be the ruling family that issued this order, which is currently the humans.
Well, I don't think that I have enough information to sign up with you. As you can well imagine, this is a big part of my life, and I don't want to waste time chasing dead ends.
I understand completely. The sea is not a great place, and by the looks of it, you haven't spent much time out there. To risk a journey on the first time for a maybe would be foolhardy. But if you do change your mind, we are due to set sail in 3, possibly 4 days, depending on the eclipse and when it ends.
I would like to touch base with you upon your return to see if this was indeed who I'm looking for.
That will depend on the outcome of my voyage, but you are welcome to call upon me and my ship, and perhaps I may have some information to help you at that time.
Seeing as I am not experienced as a sailor, do you have a ballpark estimate how long you expect to be out?
It usually takes about 2 weeks to travel out there, and it's a hunting mission from there, so it could take any amount of time, but in a perfect world, we'll be gone for a month. In a less than perfect world, we could be gone upwards of a year, 2.
Okay. Well, I suppose I will continue to bum around here and hope for answers. And I'll stand up as I'm saying that. Jesus.
He stands up as well, and of course it was a pleasure. I'm terribly sorry again I couldn't help you more.
I'm going to just stand there staring at him just a little bit longer than might be comfortable.
Are you, just staring, or are you trying to do something?
I'm just staring. I mean, hopefully he's uncomfortable, but that's up to him. And then
Go ahead. I'll say make a deception check then. Or intimidation, sorry. So you stand there and stare for, a good 20, 30 seconds, and his eyes start to, dart back and forth between you and Kit, and then he just, averts his eyes. He's, well, if there's nothing else, we have preparations to be made. I'll be sending you on your way. And he kind of steps to Kit's side of the table and motions for the door.
I will leave and say, let's go.
Right. He escorts you back to the dock, gives you another farewell, and then heads back to go about his duties. Where are you two heading next?
I think that was all I had to do.
Okay. So back to the tavern then?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are back there. Everybody else, except for Kit and Silt, did you go to the tavern or upstairs to the apartment?
I went to the apartment to sleep. I'm tired.
Okay.
I'm up in the apartment reading.
Patty was waiting down in the bar he's still waiting for reply from his last interaction.
Gal's up
With
in the
that-
apartment, sleeping.
Mike, can you text me what you were waiting on exactly? I don't remember.
She was looking for information on what's her face.
Oh, that's right. I think I asked you that last week too.
Yep.
My bad.
It's okay.
So you arrive. There's no messages waiting for you. Take off your coin if you're going to eat or drink anything while you're there, of course. The rest of you, I put you on the apartment map. You can move yourselves around however you want. And then Silt and Kit, are you going to the bar or the apartment?
Apartment.
My
I'm
bad,
going
Taddy.
to
I
the bar.
didn't put you in your spot.
That's okay.
Alright. Kit's going to the bar. Alright, well we'll start with the bar there. Kit, you walk in, look around. It's a very thin crowd currently. As I believe it's still afternoon. Let me double check.
Yeah, it's afternoon.
Yeah. Tuesday
up the
afternoon
hill.
to be precise. So yeah, it's a very thin crowd currently. But you do notice Taddy sitting where he's pretty much always sitting.
Ignore Patty and go sit by myself.
Good old Bart comes over and says, "What can I get for you?"
Nothing right now, Bart. I'm fine, thank you.
Sounds good. Just holler if you need me. Taddy, Kit, up to anything? Doing anything?
No, I'm just gonna spend the evening waiting. If nothing comes about, I'll probably just go upstairs, go to sleep.
Up in the apartment, Silt, you walk in. The place is quiet. Yeah.
As I walk in, I'll just say, not like calling out per se, I'll just say in a normal voice because I'm tired and upset. I'll just say, "Is anybody awake?" As I walk to the bedroom. Not expecting any replies, of course.
Anybody conscious can respond if they want to.
Okay, then I will continue into bed and open my pack so Chestrot can come out.
He definitely comes out and talks about how exciting of a day it's been and super glad that you're willing to take him along. And then he kind of settles down under your pillow and his crystals are kind of doing like a faint gray pulse, like a slow pulse, like an item is charging, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yep.
And of course, the bed frame you left in front of the boys, that was left in front of the boys' room, was still there when you walked in.
Maybe I'll deal with that in the morning. Or whenever I get up.
Okay.
Tired.
Well, the afternoon rolls on. Back down to the tavern. Taddy, nobody's come up to talk to you, and nothing's going on. So the real question is, at what point do you want to call it?
Like I said, I'll just spend the evening hanging out. If nothing comes up, then I'll head
Okay, but-
upstairs, go to bed
What do you mean by evening?
till
Like
they
at-
close.
They close at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. What about you, Kit?
I am going to stay there until the dinner rush, and then I'm gonna go play my little jammy jams, and then I will go to bed at say around 1:30 or 2
Okay.
a.m.
So leading into supper time, as people start trickling in, so it's not quite to the dinner rush yet, but people are starting to come in. You can tell that they're getting out of like the normal work hours. But you're getting ready to go over and start playing, and you see another band setting up consisting of 2 halflings and a half elf.
Walk over to them and I will say, who is the leader of this fine band?
The half elf steps up. He's like, that'd be me. My name's Rad.
Howdy, Rad. Name's Kit.
Oh, hi, Kit. What can I do for you? Autograph? He says with
Oh,
a cheesy
no.
smile.
Sorry, no, I don't need an autograph. I was wondering if I could jam with you guys tonight.
Normally we'd love to have an extra set, but we have been practicing really hard on this new material that the 3 of us built together, and we'd really just like to make it ours. But any other time you see us perform, we'd be more than happy to have you. This is just our first time performing this material.
To be gone for the next few months or so. That's why I was just wondering. No, don't worry about it. Thank you for the offer.
Nope,
Later
not a
on.
problem. And I'm so sorry. If it was any other time, I'd absolutely be down for it. But, new material. I hope you enjoy the show, though.
I can't stay, unfortunately. I do have, like I said, leaving for a couple months. Gotta go get ready.
Well, safe travels. Look us up when you get back. We're Rad and the Brads.
She'll
Really?
say under her breath as she walks off.
I just love the idea of the other 2 people in his band being named Brad.
One's Bradder Lee and one's Bradder Lou. He was going to be named Brad, and I was like, no, I can't just use my player's actual name, and went with Brad.
As long as you can use my name, I don't care.
Okay. So the night carries on. Kit went to bed. The night carries on for you, Taddy, through dinner into the evening. Rad and the Brads play some pretty awesome shit. They are well practiced. But the night carries on into the early morning hours. And last call gets called. Nobody's come up to talk to you or given you anything.
Alright. Well then I'll head on upstairs.
Okay.
After what time would it be after like a long rest period?
So a long rest is 8 hours. So for those of you, that would be Pearl, Gallon, and Silt. You went to bed in the afternoon. I'm gonna say 4-ish.
4 in the morning.
So
Oh,
you
4.
would have woken up prior to Taddy coming home from downstairs.
Okay. When I wake up, is it like next morning stuff?
Now, you don't have to wake up at that point if you don't want to. That's just the minimum amount of time to get a full rest, a long rest.
I want to get up.
Okay. So I will give you a long rest. If I can. I don't know if I can give you an individual long rest.
You'd have to right click on the player in the combat tracker, I think.
Yeah, there's no option. Oh, there it is. Rest individual. Okay. Now you're long rested. As far as your rolls go, let me see. At dawn is when you roll.
Okay. Cool.
So
Never
you got a
mind
couple
my
hours.
rolls then.
Okay. Is anybody else getting up around midnight out of Gallon or Pearl, or are you staying down?
I was gonna sleep for a solid 12 hours.
Okay.
So I was just gonna get up at 4 a.m. towards the sunrise.
Okay. What about
But
you, Pearl?
obviously, eclipse-wise, it's not,
Yeah. Pam, are you staying asleep or are you getting up at some point?
No, I'm getting up and I'm just gonna hang out in the area.
Okay. I'll give you a long rest then. Odess, you said you were reading.
Yes.
What? Go ahead.
I sent you a message on which one I was reading.
Oh, I didn't see it. Give me a second.
I still haven't quite figured out how to do the whispers directly. just yet.
So for you, you'll type backslash lowercase w space capital G capital M and then space and then type your message.
Oh, okay. I will remember that for next time.
For sending a whisper to anyone else, you just right click their token up on the upper left, not in the combat tracker, but up at the top of the screen.
Gotcha.
You just right click that. Okay. How much time do you spend reading?
Basically, from the time that I get back to the Rusty Anchor, I'm gonna read up until. I'm gonna read the entire time, except for enough time to get like a long rest in.
What time do you want to wake up?
I can't remember. Did they tell me what time I needed to come by
Just in the morning.
in the morning? So, let's say 7. 7,
Okay.
6:37.
So next to what you were reading in your inventory, in parentheses there, it has how much reading you got done.
Okay.
All right. So it is roughly midnight right now, and Silt, you and Pearl are awake. Kit is in bed. Gallon is in bed. Taddy, you're still not here at this point. But you two, you're awake. What are you up to?
Is Pearl, are you like visibly awake or are you just chilling, pretending to be asleep or something?
No, you can see me. I'm just laying, like in a
Okay.
corner. Not laying, but kind of just sitting down in a corner of a wall, like the wall in the dining area. Just laying there.
Oh, so you're not even in the bedroom?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Where did you go, Pam?
I am right here to make it easier for everybody. This little corner.
Okay. Sitting right by the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you wake up. Pearl's gone out of the room, but Gallon and Kit are both sleeping soundly.
Okay, so I'll go out and I'll see Pearl when I exit the room. And I'm gonna sort of look at her to see if she looks like she's hungry.
Make an insight check. Or perception check.
Okay.
Because you guys have identified the physical characteristics that kind of give it away. You can see she's got red eyes and pale skin.
I'm gonna use guidance with that because I know what I'm trying to look for.
Yeah, red eyes and pale skin, but she's not being ferocious.
Okay.
You know, she's calm.
Okay. So I'll say, "Hey, Pearl." And I'm gonna walk here
Hi.
and I'm going to tap softly or between, around, through the bed frame. Just very softly, so like if somebody were sleeping, they wouldn't hear it.
Okay. So Odess, make a perception check at disadvantage because you're asleep at this point.
Give him 1 second. He's getting to his computer.
Not a problem.
What'd you say, Reese? Which one?
Perception at disadvantage.
Haha, remember to click the button.
You wake
Jesus.
up. You wake up to a light tapping on your bedroom door.
Is it like a light, like sound like a
It's like-
knocking, or does it sound
No,
like
no, it's
something
like-
like?
It's like I'm taking a claw and just barely tapping the door.
What time is it right now?
Midnight.
Midnight.
I'm going to sit up sleepily in the bed. Actually, if I did my math correct, DM, I just went to sleep on that one. If I did my math correctly.
No, you would have gone to sleep at like 11. You got back to the apartment at 4.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to sit up sleepily in bed and kind of listen to see if the tapping is going, because it's like you just woke up, so you're like, did I hear that? Or
I'm not tapping again.
he is going to get up, come to the door, and crack it open. And see if there's anybody standing out there.
I am standing behind the bed that is between us.
So my question is could I see Silt at this point? Because she's standing behind a bed or not?
The bed is just a frame.
It's a bed
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah, you can see through the frame.
Well, no, I figured we could see through the frame, but like, are you like standing? Never mind. Let's get.
No,
You
I'm
s-
not. I'm not trying to hide. I'm just.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, your hearing is better.
What?
Okay. Well, I'm going to move this bed. I didn't want to disturb you. I can't tell if you were sleeping or not. If you were sleeping, I'm sorry for waking you up.
Yeah, I just went to bed.
Okay. Well, sorry for disturbing you.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get this bed out of the way.
Okay.
Night.
Good night. And he's gonna slowly shut the door.
And just to above
This makes
table
me so uncomfortable.
just to make sure you understand what's going on. I'm trying to be friendly. I'm not trying to be weird or anything. Like Silt is being friendly right now.
I got you.
Okay.
I get-
Just want to make sure that was portrayed.
I love it so much.
I got you. Yeah, he's just gonna like shut the door and just do that kind of mosey, zombie like shuffle back to bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion Pearl over to help me, and then if she gets up, I guess is the question.
She's dealing with dogs right now,
Oh.
but I will go ahead and say, yeah, she'll get up and help. Where do you want to move it to?
Into the the storage, the water room, the
Like up
feeding
against
room.
up against the wall here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, no issues between the two of you getting that thing moved.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna tell Pearl I'm going out for a constitutional.
She just kind of looks at you and then goes back and sits down.
Okay. Okay.
Just Rock, however, is behind you with a soft orange glow to his crystals. Goes, "Can I come?"
You sure can. Hop
Awesome.
in.
Oh, you already have your bag. Lovely. He plops himself right inside of your bag.
All right. I'm going to change illusions here.
All right, let me take your old one off you.
Do I drop that in the combat tracker or on my token?
On your token.
Okay. That's what I thought. Whoops, I don't think I... Nope, I did.
It did.
It'll look like me.
Yeah, give me a second. Still working out the kinks on it.
Okay.
Because that one didn't set for some reason. Okay. But token's good. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the place where you cross from the docks to the mainland.
So, like, right there?
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you like to do when you get there?
I'm assuming it's guarded right there.
It is. In front of you, you know, it's the midnight watch, but these aren't watchers. These are the Royal Guard, or a detachment of the Royal Guard. Their armor is still kind of scrappy, but it is definitely much nicer than the armor that the watch wears. There's 2 archers, 2 swordsmen, and 2 spearmen. And one of the spearmen kind of steps up as you approach. And what can I help you with tonight, sir?
I'm out for a walk. My sleep schedule's just all messed up with this eclipse.
Let me back up and clarify. Were you trying to walk up to them, or were you just walking past them?
Oh, I'm kind of meandering around, and are there any other people around this area?
Midnight, yeah. There's still people running around, moving
But
from
they're like
place to
walking
place.
around, not really loafing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd be walking up, sort of like, oh hey, people.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you weren't actually approaching the crossing, they wouldn't have said anything to you. That's why I was asking. So.
I'm not really approaching the crossing like I'm going to cross this. I'm approaching them, sort of.
Okay.
Slowly, meanderingly.
Okay. So yeah, he would have asked that. And then you responded with stuff for August. Well, it's a nice night for it.
It is. You guys got the shit shift, huh?
I like the nights. Daylight hurts my eyes. A little sensitive.
You born that way, or something happened?
Just always been like that. Don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's not super bad. I can tolerate the sunlight. I prefer the darkness.
Have you ever tried wearing, perhaps, tinted crystal over your eyes?
If you could afford tinted crystal, or if I could afford tinted crystal, I definitely wouldn't be on the Royal Guard.
I'll give a good belly laugh and say, "Oh, I hear that, my friend."
Well, you know, it's been nice having a conversation with somebody new, but you know, I'm supposed to send you on your way, and my boss is kind of watching right now, so I'm gonna have to ask you to be on your way.
Do his eyes like dart anywhere when he's talking about his boss?
His eyes don't. He's standing. You know, there's probably a good like 20 feet between the other 5 soldiers and him, and then he's up kind of next to you. He had taken a step forward to talk to you, a couple steps, and he just kind of like does the head nod over his shoulder at the direction of the other 5. Yeah.
And do any of them look like they're better dressed or more
Make a
in
perception
charge?
check. I'm actually gonna say make a history check. for you.
Yes.
You recognize one of the swordsmen has an insignia on his chest signifying that he is a sergeant of the guard.
And for who am I talking to? An archer or
A spearman.
Spearman? Okay. Okay, so I'll nod knowingly and say, "Well, it was nice talking to you. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name."
God damn it. People with their names. Mox.
Knowledge is power. Mox. Mox. It was lovely talking to you, Mox. Sammy, and I'll stick out my hand. For a
He
handshake.
shakes it and then kind of takes a half step back and goes, "Pleasure meeting you as well. On your way, please."
I'll nod and meander the same way off. In the same direction I was going.
It's kind of this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've got like 4 hours of it's just you because Taddy's waiting until the bar. 3 hours. Taddy's waiting till last call and everyone else is asleep. So what are you doing next?
I might go into the market and get some stuff looked at. Do you want me to do that like with you privately so it doesn't just waste a bunch of time?
Well, it's actually real simple. You can get into the market. Nothing is open.
Nothing is open. All the shops are closed down.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm gonna walk around the market and look at all the, just wander around looking at closed shops and see if I see any that look less secure than any others.
Okay. I'm going to have you make 2 rolls here.
Okay.
The first one is going to be a stealth check, and the second one is going to be an investigation check. And you do not get guidance on either of those.
Yeah. And investigation. Ugh. Gross. I'm sorry, Taddy. I tried.
It's alright.
Well, the good news is you're able to finagle your way around and avoid suspicion. The bad news is you don't find anything that looks unsecured. Everything looks pretty locked up tight, and not that you couldn't get into it, but that it would make some noise or take some work or require more skilled hands than yours to accomplish.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'll go take a look at my boat, and then I'll just sort of head back, I guess. I don't have anything else to do.
Okay. So you head over to the ship, and I will go ahead and share the image of it with you because it is a little different. You can see that the pulley has been installed on the top deck. It spins and rotates and works on a crank system to raise and lower. And all the crates, buckets, fishing gear, extra rope, lumber, etc. is down in the hold. Along with the 2 chests, which have a key in the lock of each of them.
I'm going to take the key of one of the chests.
Okay.
That is my chest.
Go ahead and just put ship chest key in your inventory then.
Okay.
But other than that, everything looks good.
Okay. I'll just sort of have a conversation under my breath with Tempest about, oh, this is the new ship. What do you think? Blah blah blah. Friendly stuff.
Okay. Yeah, friendly feedback. There should be a green link on the left hand, off to the left on the map. That is the full inventory of everything you guys have on the ship currently.
Oh, that pin. Okay.
Yeah, the little green pin mark. So anytime you want to check the ship's inventory, that's where you go to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you check the ship out and then head back to the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And about the time that you're getting to the bottom of the stairs and starting to head up, Taddy, this is when you would be coming around the corner, and I don't think you would recognize this disguise. I don't think you've seen it yet.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, so little ways off, but you can see this. Why is your token being weird? You can see this individual starting to walk up the stairs towards your apartment.
Okay. I'm just gonna assume it's a delivery driver or delivery person. Somebody dropped a message off. Something let's, something said. But at this point, that's what Taddy's gonna assume.
Where is Taddy right now?
Behind you, so go ahead and make a perception check. You have no clue he's there. So Taddy, you watch this guy just walk up the stairs and turn the handle, door opens, and he walks in. Shuts the door behind him.
Well, obviously I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token for whatever you want to do there.
Okay.
Pearl, are you still sitting by the door at this point?
No, at this point I already kind of just went down. I don't know. Do I even have money to eat? Hold on.
We got crickets.
Yeah, you know what? At this time, I'm sitting down in my beautiful little dining area, and I'm gonna pull some crickets and start eating because I'm starving.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull my dice out of my pocket and ask Pearl if she cares for a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys just playing, or you want to bed, or what are you doing there?
Yep, I'll put a silver piece on the table.
I'm gonna eat exactly 2 crickets, so that leaves me 7.
As late as it is, if they're just sitting at the table doing whatever, then I'm just going to bed, whatever.
Okay.
I was worried about a stranger walking in, but if the stranger's sitting at the table with Pearl, then whatever.
Pearl don't give a fuck.
Okay. So, you've got 2 choices for dice. You can either play high-low, over or over-under. So, the way it works is with over-under, I'm going to roll a d20 and then hide the number from you guys. You'll each roll 3d6, and whoever you call over or under, and then you roll the 3d6, and whoever gets it right wins the pot. If both of you get it right or both of you get it wrong, then we start the round over. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's high-low. Over-under is very similar, except you're just rolling against each other. You each roll 4d6, and then you call whether or not your number is higher or lower than the other person's. You take turns. So, like, say it's Pearl's turn. You'll each roll 4d6, see your number, and then Pam will look at her dice and say whether she thinks she's over or under, and then you both reveal your dice. It's a lot easier at an actual table. We're going to have to go trust system on it.
Can we roll in the dice tower?
If you have manual dice
next
to you, you can absolutely use those.
It's 3d6, you said.
3d6 for high-low, 4d6 for over-under.
Oh, hell. I'm gonna have to go find another.
Hold on, let me get mine.
Nope. That more.
I brought Pam dice, so she's good whenever you are. And I'm... Okay, so do you guys want to play high-low or over-under?
Well, so I'm sitting here waiting for her to, you know, put something down on the table. I'm sort of like playing with my dice and my fingers.
Okay.
Are you going to bet the silver to match, Pam?
Yeah.
And then so I'll say, what do you fancy?
Repeat that. I'm sorry. Background noise.
Do you want to play high-low or over-under?
Let's do high.
Okay. So I'm just gonna roll a d20. If it rolls high, Pam will go first. If it rolls low, Katie will go first.
Okay.
And that was a nat 20.
Woo,
right.
I don't remember who you said that was.
Pam.
I think
Okay.
Pam. Okay.
Okay, so both of you, with your manual dice, roll 4d6.
How many? I'm sorry.
4. Roll all of the dice I gave you. Don't
Got
say your number out loud.
I won't.
Okay? But total up the total of your 4d6. Let me know when you guys got your numbers.
I got it.
Got it.
Okay, now, Pearl, you guess whether you're over Silt's number or under it. Just say over or
Under.
under. Okay, so you think you're under. Okay, so then comes the reveal. Pearl, what did you get? Sorry, dog issues.
Dogs.
Pam, what was your number? You said under. What number did you roll?
10.
And Silt, Katie, what was your number?
14.
14. So, Pearl, you were right. You won 1 silver.
Yay! She gets so excited she hasn't won anything in her life.
I will smile warmly at her and slide another silver on the table. Oh wait, do I have any advantage on my gaming set because it's a my tool? I don't even know how that would work.
Not in this scenario.
Okay.
If you guys ever found like a casino or were doing it against NPCs,
okay. Yep.
then it would give you an advantage.
I
But
got
you you're both proficient with dice set, so it just cancels
Nice.
each other out.
Cool.
So Pam, she slid another silver onto the table.
Let's go.
Okay. You guys want to do over under again? Or you want to play high low?
I'm assuming we're gonna stay with over under.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pam went last time, so Katie, you get to guess high low this time. Go ahead and roll your 4d6 and let us know when you've got your numbers.
Okay.
You got your total, Pam?
Hold on. Yes.
Okay. Katie, do you think you're over or under?
Over.
Okay. What are your numbers?
21.
Oh man, 17.
Okay. So you win 2 silver.
I win 2 silver or just like 1 back?
Oh, you get to add 1 to your current total.
Okay. Yep.
So you guys are back even. For the sake of brevity, if you guys decided to continue playing through the evening, or through the morning rather, you can. If you guys want to actually play, DM each other back and forth for a while to see who actually wins money, go for it. But for the sake of brevity, we'll say you play for a few hours and then spend some time doing your own individual things. Right now is dawn, and I need you to roll your stuff for the day, Katie.
Before it got to that point, I wouldn't play that long.
Okay.
Because I'd know about dawn. I'd sort of tip my hat and leave and go down to. Wait, does the tavern open?
Tavern
Before
opens
dawn?
about 7, so a little after dawn.
A little after dawn. Okay. Well, I
She
guess
does
I'd
that, I'm
leave.
just gonna
anyway.
be like, nice playing with you. See you later.
Same to you, ma'am. And then I'll come back in as Silt.
Okay, so you just step out, get rid of your disguise,
Mm-hmm.
and then come in.
I'll come in and go. Who is that?
Hi.
Friend of yours?
I wouldn't say a friend, per se.
Okay. Well, I'll see you in a bit.
Be safe.
I'll laugh as I walk into the extra room.
All right. Are you up to anything, Pearl, before other people start waking up?
No, I'm just chilling. I already had a cricket, and I'm just relaxing, enjoying the peace and quiet for the time being.
Okay. So we hit 4 a.m., which is about the time Gallon is going to wake up. Anything you're going to do this morning, Gallon?
Yeah, I'm gonna spring out of bed because I got a whopping 12 hours. Giddily make my way out into the common room area, stick some mushrooms on my spit, like a little spit, and then roast them in the fire.
There is no fire.
I'm going to start a fire.
Okay. Make a survival check for me.
There is no fire. Fuck you, I start one.
I was just saying, I know the map looks like there's a fire going, but nobody has started a fire, so.
I just figured it was kind of always
If
going.
there's not a fire, we will start a fire.
I figured that was Bart's job.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I really thought we had that on the whole time. Not
Nope.
gonna lie.
We
Nope.
didn't start the fire.
All right, you said it was a survival check, yes?
Yeah. Okay. That's enough to get a small little mushroom roasting size fire going.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you start roasting mushrooms. You up to anything else this morning before other people start waking up?
I walk up past Pearl and I go, "Morning, Pearl."
Good morning.
I'm just gonna keep roasting like a rotisserie my mushrooms.
I'm gonna be like, what are you doing?
You want some mushrooms?
What type of mushrooms?
Let me check. Hold on.
Not that type of mushroom.
Yeah, not the fun kind, just the kind to
Oh, okay,
survive. Because
normal mushroom.
I'm a broke ass bitch.
Sure, I'll take one. Thank you. That's kind. You want a
Yeah.
cricket?
Yeah, you know what? Let's put some crickets on here, and I like pop
Okay, cool.
some crickets on the spit.
Let's do. I have 7 left, so let's do 4 crickets, 2 for each.
All
So
right.
that'll leave me with 3.
Pop, pop, pop. And then
You
just like a
had-
rotisserie.
I'm sorry, Pam. You had more crickets than that.
No.
Yeah,
I had
because
9. I ate
the la-
2.
the last time you had pulled it out, they had been breeding, and I forgot to fix your number.
Well, that's a different story, Mr. DM.
I know. I'm fixing it right now. Where the hell are your crickets?
Thank goodness.
I don't know.
I bought crates for that shit, man.
Yeah.
Maybe
you go.
they ran away. Who knows? And didn't tell me.
After the 4 you just gave Gallon, you have 18 left.
Beautiful, thank you.
Nope, that was my bad. That was in the middle of a bunch of fuckery, and I forgot to add the number.
Yeah.
So that's on me.
Once
There's
the
not fuckery going on. What the? Wait.
Pick your day.
day that ends in Y.
All right. So out of the three of you that are currently conscious, anybody doing anything special this morning?
I'm gonna ask. I know it's, you asked other people, but I'm gonna ask Pearl if she's seen Silt.
I did for a little bit.
Do you know where she went?
Can I
She's in the
hear that?
Yeah, you can hear it.
She's in the bathroom.
I would just yell, I'm in here.
I'm gonna walk over and ask her, like, through the door if she wants any mushrooms and crickets.
Oh, sure.
Cool, I'll roast them for you.
Thanks. And I'm assuming 15 minutes of fire starting and whatever has passed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
More than.
Coming out.
Pearl, I'm gonna need some more crickets from you, darling.
That's perfectly fine. I have 18. Let's do 6 more. So that will leave me with 12.
Make a dexterity check, Pam.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Why are you doing this to me? Why?
You go, let's do 6 more, and pull the little cricket cage out of your bag, and it slips, lands on the table, and it doesn't break, but it breaks open, and the crickets all start jumping out of the cage.
It is
Oh,
time to
cricket!
catch
And
crickets.
I jump like a crazy person trying to catch him.
Okay. Anybody trying to catch crickets, I almost said chickens, crickets now.
Wish
Nice.
we were chickens.
I bet Silt wishes they were chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make acrobatics checks.
God, I suck at this so bad.
You can do it.
I try to do it
Damn.
and then I break my back or something.
And look, you did that and you got 20.
I
I
suck
did
at this,
good.
and you
I
roll a
did
nat
good.
20. So you see Silt and Gallon jump up, and they're like trying to catch them, and just they're
Run
they're
into
more
each
like
other.
they're more like corralling them, and then in one fell swoop, you like grab the cage and just swoop all 18 right back into it, Pam.
Perfect. As I do that, I'm gonna look at Silt and Gallon and just wink.
Huh.
Try to be
I
smart.
will say audibly.
Yeah, this
Say,
never
for all
happened.
that armor you got on, you're pretty deft at catching those crickets.
This doesn't happen very often. I gotta take advantage of the opportunity. Be a smartass about it.
About this time, Kit, you would wake up.
Oh, do I hear all of the screaming and whatnot?
Not screaming, but it's definitely the commotion of trying to collect the crickets that woke you up.
That's the word I meant to use.
Yeah. You are well rested, though. Full rest.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and start not sprinting, but like a jog, which is literally 2 steps my height wise.
Okay.
And Kit's gonna go, what's happening? Is everybody okay?
The
We
dun dun
spilled
dun dun
crickets.
dun of you kind of speed walking out there wakes Odess up. You hear some commotion in the common area, as well as what could only be Kit moving quickly down the hall.
Was that for me?
Yes.
Sorry. Is this about the time I'm supposed to wake up or no? I don't think so, right? Still
Yeah.
early?
Just a hair before, but you still get the long rest.
He's gonna kind of lay in bed and just look at the ceiling. Like, when you can't get those night. You ever have those nights where you're trying to go to sleep but you keep waking up and then you can't go back to sleep. You finally get to sleep, you get woke back up again.
Yep.
It's like that on off thing. So that's gonna kind of be his night for him, and he's just gonna kind of stare at the ceiling like, fuck my life right now. And he's just gonna lay there for a bit, but after probably a few moments, he will get up
Okay.
and come out.
So before you come out, Kit, go ahead with your interaction as you get out there.
It's just gonna say, is everybody okay? What's going on? I heard talking. Or something.
The crickets spilled.
Oh.
Pearl is very, very good at catching crickets. By the way,
Like her superpower.
hidden talents. We all have them.
That's a very good thing to know for future reference.
You want some mushrooms and crickets?
Sure. Do I need to provide the crickets, or do y'all have that under control?
I guess that was aimed at Pearl,
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Pearl.
our cricket wrangler.
Yeah, you're muted, Pam. She might have stepped away.
I'm going to assume she'll get crickets out.
Oh yeah, yeah. She'll
Yeah,
she'll
yeah,
probably.
Sorry, I'm here. I was muted. Yeah, I'm getting crickets out, so I'm gonna stick with. Let's do 6 more, I guess, and that will just leave me 6 more. That's fine.
I'm gonna peek in this cage and go. You better save the rest of those for
Yes, yes. The rest will be for the shenanigans. For
Oh,
our
If you
shenanigans.
don't, if you don't want to use your crickets, dear Pearl, I have my own.
I didn't realize Kit had crickets too.
Above table, as you guys are living off mushrooms and crickets, you all have rations in your inventory. Just pointing that out.
It's more fun to eat crickets and
know,
mushrooms with the girls.
I'm not hating.
Camping.
I'm just pointing it out.
Gonna
I
say,
know,
who said
thank
I was
you.
eating those mushrooms and crickets. I've been
I
going
think I
down
ate
to
one
the
of my rations.
bar.
Join
Because
us.
Daddy's loaded.
Yeah,
And-
Caddy.
So
And
much
No,
for
then I'll just
saving.
use mine, and then I'll just stop it at 6, so that way we can use those once we go. Stop it. Once we go aboard. Thank you, Kit, for the offer.
Odess, mushrooms and crickets?
Hey, Odess.
I'm good. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some food. Thank you though.
Did you hear Silt say hi?
Huh?
I said, did you hear Silt say hi?
Oh, good morning.
I'd like to get a read on his mood if I can.
Make an insight check. Brad, if Odess is presenting himself in a way other than how he actually feels, make a deception check. If you're just letting it all hang out, don't do
Yeah,
anything.
He's just letting it all hang out. I
Okay.
mean, he
Would
just
you
woke up, so.
Would you describe your mood in terms of body language for Silt then, please?
Again, like I was explaining earlier with the whole waking up, go to sleep, waking up, go to sleep. It's gonna be like that zombified kind of walk. Like I haven't had my coffee yet this morning. Kind of walking out. Gallons her peppy self. You want some much of your crickets? And he's like, I don't know, I'm gonna go downstairs, kind of dragging ass. And then you said hello. She's like, hey, did you hear her? And I'm like, oh, good morning. It's not being rude. It's not being friendly. It's just he just woke up.
Being tired as fuck.
Yeah,
Straight,
he just woke up.
straight dad mode.
Yep, I get that.
Yeah,
Especially to like the chaos of the kitchen.
yeah, yeah. He just woke up.
We had a little cricket drama. My apologies for any disturbances that it might have occurred.
It's okay.
All right, so Odess,
Would you want a cricket?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Make some killer cricket coffee. I'm gonna look at Gallic and say I have no idea how to make that. I just made that up.
Do I think that's a real thing and can I try to make it?
you can make, call it a nature check.
Do it.
I'm guessing it would be more
No,
like
it's not a
raw.
thing.
Never heard of it. No idea. Crickets,
Whatever, Pearl.
liquid, doesn't work.
Nope.
You never know.
I mean, hell, you just learned about crickets like a week ago, Gallon, so to be fair.
Yeah, I figured.
So Odess,
Well,
you
actually, fun
leave and
fact,
head
I did
downstairs.
Google it. It doesn't exist, but there is a place called Cricket Coffee. Just wanted to share.
Oh, cool.
Odess, I'm assuming you're going downstairs for breakfast, so mark off whatever coin. Is there anything else you want to do while you're down there?
No, he's probably gonna get his breakfast and like come back upstairs and probably go back to his room and read until Tatty gets up.
Above table, don't you have to go? Oh, are you waiting for Tatty to go to the Watchers?
I'm waiting to see if Tatty's gonna wake up anytime soon.
So you finish eating, head back upstairs, start reading. Trying to keep mental track of what time it is. So she would have
So
been.
that should have been 7, I think, in the morning.
Hold on.
When that happened.
Hold on. Let me do math.
Maths is hard.
You get back upstairs like a little after 7 a.m.
That works.
So you're waiting for Tatty to wake up. Well, girls, what are you all doing?
I'm probably writing in my journal or reading or something.
Okay.
It is gonna walk up next to Silt, give her a quick kiss on the cheek, and then sit next to her and just fiddle and clean her bass axe. For
And
fun.
when she does that, I'm gonna say, "Hey, kitten."
Ew. Nope. Ew. Nope.
Everybody in the common area, you are going to take 3 psychic damage. Because that was atrocious.
That was so bad.
And yes, I actually gave you that damage. That was horrible. Really good dad jokes cause psychic damage. Okay. Pearl, are you up to anything this morning?
No, I'm just staring at the cuteness.
Okay, what about you, Gallon?
Gallon is doing like that cute side eye, but like looking back at her like mushrooms and crickets and just kind of like casually like looking back and forth between the two of them, like adorable, but also like trying not to bring any attention to it.
All right. Well, about 3 hours goes by, and then Tatty eventually wakes up. So go ahead and add 3 hours to your red time there, Brad.
Okay.
But Tatty wakes up.
As soon as he wakes up, well, I'm gonna give him a second to wake up because I'm not gonna be a dick to him. But once he's like awake and kind of moving around, I'm gonna look up from my book and just be like, "Hey, do you need to go with me to see if they approve this shit, or rather, do you
What?
want to go with me?"
Man, I ain't got nothing better to do. Yeah, I can go with you. I don't need to go. I got the information I needed yesterday.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't
Oh
know.
shit! Right, there's a storm blowing in here.
Oh, it's like, what the fuck
It
is going
scared
on?
me. It started melting the house.
So I guess I get up and
Back up.
grab my gear and eat a cookie.
Okay.
Off we go.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna interrupt Tatty as they're walking out. Hey, Tatty. Well, you're out today. Can you see if you can find me any more books to read for our trip?
I mean, are you looking for something specific, or
Yeah, just I'm looking for the stuff you gave me was unfortunately not very interesting, so just looking for interesting books worth reading.
I'm always on the lookout for interesting books. I know you like information.
Mm-hmm. I do. Well, yep, if you see anything, just, think of me.
Okay.
So Taddy and Otis, you guys head up to the Watcher's compound. I'm not going to put you on the world map unless you really want me to, but you get up there and, like every other time before, there's 2 guards out front. One steps up and says, "State your business." You're muted, Brad.
Fuck, I just got myself. Nice. Yeah, I'm here for my my paperwork.
Your name?
Otis.
Otis. Just a moment. He steps back into the guard shack. A moment passes. 2 moments pass. 3 moments pass. He comes back out with a parchment rolled up with a wax seal on it. Hands it to you. Just safe travels.
Thank you. He's gonna grab it and turn to Teddy and say, "Do you need anything else with these assholes, or nah, you good?
Nope. I'm good.
Alright, let's go. Let's get out of here. That's all I needed for our trip." And as we walk off, or start to walk off, I'm gonna open up the parchment and read it.
Okay. You can open it up and read it now.
I gotta find it.
It is parole passage is what I titled it. You got it there, bud?
I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit in your inventory.
There's a lot of shit in here. Taddy, keep your hands off.
Speaking of which, you need
You
to
wouldn't
check
even
your
notice.
encumbrance there, Brad.
Yeah, I needed to talk to you about that because I don't think that that's actually accurate. Because look at where a lot of that stuff is at.
True. So when it goes in the bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
you can click the weight value on the right and change it to a 0.
Actually,
Oh.
you just check the carried
Oh, okay.
to not carried, because
That's,
technically it's in the bag
Yeah.
holding.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
That way, if you ever take it out and put it in your bag, the weight's still there.
Were you able to find that note, Brad?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Taddy and kind of show him the paper and say, "Well, I guess we got 60 days to do this shit."
Well, we
60.
were looking for
60
What?
days.
40, weren't we? So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We were going back and forth on it. I think I asked for 65 or 70. He gave me 60. So
Yeah, when you guys did the math, you figured it out 45 days was like the least amount of time you would need. And you requested 65 to 70, and the dice decided that he approved 60.
okay, perfect, awesome. All right. Well, I mean, at this point,
out of curiosity, have we checked to see if the market has any food or anything for us? Have we stocked up on any of that stuff?
we can. I know we were there yesterday, but did we get all of our potions from your girlfriend yesterday?
I think so. Above table, I think we did. I don't
Above
remember him
table, you have everything owed to you.
So yes,
Except-
yes.
Except for information.
No, she gave me the letter.
Well, no, you got your information. I'm still waiting on Vex to get me my information on that bitch who tried to attack us in the alley.
Who's Vex?
Friend of mine.
I didn't know you had friends.
I mean, you've seen me talking to them.
I've seen you
In the
talking
bar?
to a lot of random people in the bar.
Yeah, well,
I just thought you were just getting around, you little dog, you.
I mean, not in the way you're thinking. I'm thinking.
I don't know. The last one you got with tried to kill us, so.
Well, that was randomness on her part. Apparently, that turned out to be not randomness. I knew there was something wrong with that bitch.
Yeah, always attracting the crazy ones, huh? He gives him a little wink. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think above table. I think the girls told us about the crickets. I think that was our idea. So correct me if I'm wrong. Otherwise, I'm going to roll with it. But in game, I think the girls said something about having crickets. Should we go see if we just real quick on the way back because we need to get this started because 60 days starts from today.
Hey, we need to ship out. What do we need to look on?
Food.
The girls got crickets.
Okay, so we're good on that then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't Silt getting supplies, ordering some
Above
rations?
table, isn't that stuff already on the ship because we had all of that delivered?
I don't
Yeah.
remember if we had food delivered.
We didn't. No, we didn't get rations because we got fishing gear.
Oh, and we
Yep.
already have the rations that are
crickets.
in our bags.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're like
Well,
10 days worth.
Some of us do. Oh yeah, I got him.
I was about to say, check again.
Okay, never mind.
But if you guys wanted to get a crate of rations, they are running, I think I put 30 gold a crate, which contains 50 portions in it, 50 days worth for one person.
Any broke people discounts?
Nope.
You said they were 30? 30 or
Can we
30?
get them to the ship like now?
You can go pick it up and carry it yourself.
All
Wouldn't
I'll
it be
take-
heavy?
I'll take 2 of them.
If you
I don't
really
think I
wanted
could
to.
carry that much. That's why I need them delivered today.
I don't know how much they weigh, to be honest with you. I don't know where my list went.
Let me see here. 10
'cause I-
rations weighs 2 pounds.
So 50 will weigh 10 pounds.
10 pounds. So 20
Okay.
pounds.
Sounds about right.
20 pounds a crate.
Let me double check the price on that because I know I put it on here.
No, it should be 10 pounds a crate, Mike, and then 20 for the 2 crates.
Yeah,
Plus
30
whatever
gold,
he wants to
30,
throw in for the crate.
30 gold per crate of rations, and each crate holds 50 meals in it.
So I'll buy 2 of them personally. I don't know.
Okay.
Right.
Mr. Taddy would like some.
Hey, give me 5.
5 crates,
Yeah.
so 7 crates total.
Yeah.
Look at our sugar daddies over here.
Hey, you guys
Okay.
don't know we have them yet.
Go ahead and mark your gold appropriately. So
I did.
Otis, that'll be 60. Taddy, that'll be
Yeah.
210.
Otis,
See, senor.
put them in the bag of holding. We do not speak of these.
He's gonna give the speak of what?
You got it.
Yeah, these are about
Okay.
the size of ammo crates, Brad, for reference, so they'll definitely fit
Oh.
inside the bag of holding. They're not like
Okay,
big box crates. They're smaller, more rectangular.
So
Okay. So you
how
got
many?
7. You bought 2, I bought 5. You got 7.
All right, I'll add those in there. Right.
I will take them off the ship inventory then.
Yep.
You gonna starve the crew out and force a mutiny, put you in charge, and then, oh look, I've got food.
Oh no, 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 no. See,
I would not.
Caddy's smarter than that. The group knows that is fishing gear and crickets, and they'll eat what they want to eat. And
Okay.
then when they run out of food or can't find fish, we'll have backup.
Fair
You
enough.
said it was a total of 7, right?
7 crates.
All right.
All right,
And,
so
This is the backup plan in case the original plan fails.
I got you. And hey, by the way, that thing the other day, that was between us, right?
Yeah, of course. When is it not?
Cool. All right. Let's head back and get the others because we gotta go.
So
Yep.
if nobody's opposed, for brevity's sake, you guys get back to the apartment, fill in the rest of the group that you got 60 days, and if nobody has anything else, it's off to the ship you go.
Bon voyage, motherfuckers.
Yep. Any sign of notes, paperwork in my bed, by the way?
Nothing.
No markings or shit down at the
Nothing.
bar? Damn. Okay.
Radio static.
I'm
Can
gonna-
God damn
Go
it.
ahead, Sil. Go ahead, Sil.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna let everybody know, by the way, I joined the Salvagers Guild. Casually.
Interesting.
Like for funsies?
Be just as a way to make money.
Alright.
It gives us access to their information if we choose to salvage in their areas.
So you didn't take any work from them, but you got access to their maps by signing up and paying the duty fee. And you'll have access to their areas now if you choose to salvage, but you need to give percentages from those areas.
Yep.
Yep. I forgot to make a note of that too. I am being a horrible GM.
Just to throw this out there before we leave, I'd like to leave a quick message with Bart, just asking him to tell Alston, who's my Noah guy, that I'll be back in 60 days.
Okay.
Just so Alston's not like, what the fuck?
Okay.
And then we're all paid up on the apartment, right?
You have 2 months paid, so I think it's been a week in from that.
We have the 3rd month paid too, because that was last month's.
Okay, yep, you're right. So 3 months. So being back within 60 days, you'll still have the apartment.
Cool.
Okay. Anybody got any other last minute anythings?
Not till we actually get on the boat, but yeah.
Okay. Will you all lock up the apartment? Chest Rock definitely make sure he is in your... He's like a dog when you're getting ready to leave town. He knows you're leaving, so he's just in your bag constantly. Will not leave it.
That's fine.
But you all get aboard the ship. I really need to make a token for Chest Rock. I don't believe I haven't done that yet. But you all get aboard the ship. And if there's nothing else, you start pushing out. So I need to know who's doing what in terms of ship operation.
I'm the captain.
Look at me.
So does that
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm going to christen my boat as well by sprinkling a little bit of my fancy wine on it.
Your
Okay.
boat.
I would say, well, yeah, my boat, actually. Yes, my boat.
Okay.
I offered to be the watch lady.
Well, so dark vision is necessary because we're still in the eclipse, right?
So it is dim light right now. So you guys can all see, regardless of dark vision. If you don't have dark vision, you just can't see as far as you would in normal daylight.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering since I have 90 feet, if I should be the watch person up on the top mainsail.
It's up to you guys. Just let me know who's doing what. I'll put Silt back here in like an observatory position, being the captain. Oh, I should probably share the map with you guys.
Just saying.
She has a point there, Katie.
No, I didn't hear it. What did you say?
I said captains do delegate. So if you want to take on the task of assigning us our jobs, I mean, I guess that's a big task in order, but...
I already did assign all of you jobs, like 2 weeks ago.
Do it again. Do it again.
What job?
Well,
I was given
Kit's first mate, where's that list? Okay. I'm gonna shit around on my phone.
Oh, I mean, I know I'm like we're talking about like jobs like actually to do on the ship.
I know you put
Yeah.
Pearl as the navigator because she is the only one proficient with navigation tools. That means she'll be steering the ship.
Yes.
Okay,
I
the
can do that.
quartermaster.
And I also offer to take watches because of my dark vision. Seems helpful. Whenever.
Yeah, but there's nobody else that can drive, so you're gonna be
Nobody
there
else at all.
pretty much
Navigate?
144. Yeah.
So
Right.
it's not that other people can't drive. It's you get to add your proficiency bonus to any rolls while driving
You're the only
Okay.
one good at it.
because you're
So
proficient.
never mind. I'll be navigating. That's
Uh,
it.
Odessa was bosun.
Okay. So that's a little different. Right now, it's get the sails unfurled, get the ship unanchored or untied, and start getting away from Haven.
Uh-huh.
So in that respect, who is doing what? Roles
I will
don't
say
like the
let's
officer
do what we
roles don't really come into play there. It's an all hands help kind of situation. So I just need to know who's doing what.
well, I will do whatever in my background I know how to do fairly okay.
You all kind of know how to do everything because you went on the voyage with the Salvagers Guild.
I tap Otis on the back and I'm say, hey, help me hoist the anchor.
You got it.
Okay. You guys walk up to the front of the ship, and the anchor is sitting on the bow. You
Cool,
realize
excellent.
you're
Job's
tied.
done.
You're tied to the
High
dock.
five.
You're tied to the dock. You're not currently anchored.
All right, then
This
we're
is a
gonna
great
start.
surprise.
Hey, at least we're doing something, okay?
I'm doing stuff too.
Okay.
As she looks
Oh.
down and scribbles furiously in her notebook.
Off to go untie the boat from the dock.
Okay.
I unhoist the first one, untie the first one from the dock. I throw it back to Odess so that he can catch it and start rolling it up.
Okay.
All right. Once that's done, I go towards the back of the boat and I start untying the ropes there.
Okay.
And then start putting them together so that they're nice and tied tightly, so that nothing gets tangled on deck.
Hashtag
Okay.
below deck status.
The
Okay,
ship
I know
is
I
now.
watch too much, but like, shut up.
The ship is now untied from the dock and at the mercy of any currents, tides, or waves. What are you guys doing? Taddy, you went below deck. What are you up to?
I'm gonna find a corner
Okay.
and I'm going to place my little friend,
Which little friend?
Mimic Corpse.
Okay.
Eh,
Like right over there. Put like a
Well,
little
wherever you-
circle. Put like a little circle or something wherever you want them. You do notice of the two chests at the stern of the ship hold there. One of them has a key still in the lock.
yeah, that's fine. And then I'm gonna put my bedroll right next to it. Because I need to have a place to sleep.
Okay.
Well, while Gallon is doing her thing, I'll see if Pearl and Kit want to help me with sales and stuff. Me,
Yeah, Absolutely.
Katie has no idea how to sail a boat, so
Let me
whatever
teach
the
you, my
boat sailing
friend.
things are.
So think Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, the sails have a almost like a projector screen. They have a rope that comes down the sides and one down the middle of it, and those ropes are rigged. I'll draw here. The ropes run from the mast down to the deck of the ship like that, and if you pull on them, it raises the sail up, and when you untie it and let them go, they come down. In this case, the sails have been stored in the upward position, which means somebody has climbed up the mast and tied another rope around the sails to the
Oh, well then-
crossbeam.
Shit,
so
I'm
s-
getting up there.
so-
That's all me. Climbing up
Okay.
there and doing that stuff.
Perfect. It is no issue for anybody to climb the rope ladder up to the crow's nest, about 20 feet off the deck. As you work your way out across the cross beams, though, I do need an acrobatics check to maintain your balance.
Oops. Wild.
Oops. What's oops?
The die went out of the box.
Little rickety, but you make your way across it no issues, undoing the first set of ropes. Go ahead and roll it again as you work the other set. Perfect. No issue. You get all of the storage ropes, we'll call them, undone, and climb your way back down to the deck. And then you look up at the sail, and it's still in the upward position.
Then let's do the thing to make it come down. If that's what we should be doing while we're still this close to dock. I don't know.
Can't hurt. If that's what you want to do. Now, when
I
you
don't know. I know how to do canoes and kayaks.
Okay.
That's
The
what-
sails have, we'll call it 3 settings. You've got full sail, half sail, and no sail. So full sail is when they are all the way down to catch the most wind possible. Half sail is half of that, and no sail is no sail. You're just drifting on the current.
Do we have like any other propulsion system like oars
Nope.
or? Okay, so we better do some half sailing stuff.
I
to maneuver carefully.
retract my statement. You do have oars, but they are wrapped up in Gallon's folding boat.
Oh yeah, no, don't want the wrong oars.
Just for clarity's sake, you do technically have oars. That's where they are.
Okay.
Okay. Taddy, were you staying below deck coming up? Right about now would have been.
I don't
how
know
much
what
time?
else I'd be helping with.
You tell me.
Once again, I was not paying attention to shit while we were sailing. Remember? I faked it the whole fucking time we were on that ship.
Okay. Out of the group, you spent the most time watching them work, so.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah, you
just
did.
wandered around the ship, staring at them.
You
and
did
then looking off into
specifically
space.
say, during that time period, because I kept track of this for the sake of role modifiers. You kept saying, I'm just going to follow the crew around and watch them work.
Not actually, watch, not just keeping up the appearance of, because that's what I was supposed to be doing.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay. Congratulations, everybody. Your most prepared crew member just lost all of his modifiers.
Damn it, Tatty.
I'm just being honest here. Like,
Fair enough.
we were
fair
told
enough.
we were told to walk around and look at those people, but I didn't care what the fuck they were doing. I was there for a job.
No worries. But okay, where are you setting the sails to, Katie?
Outwards. Sorry, I also have a mouthful of salad right now.
Hey,
so
guys,
yeah.
that's perfectly okay. We're gonna take a 3-minute break because I got dogs staring at the door like they're about to shit on the floor. So everybody, if you gotta run to the bathroom and fill your drink, do so. Be back in like 5 minutes or less.
5 minutes.
there a steering wheel on this ship? I don't even know what they call those.
Yeah, that's where Pearl's standing.
Okay.
Okay. And that controls the rudder.
I am back when everybody else is.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so I've heard Mike, Pam, and Katie. Max, are you back?
Here the whole time.
Perfect. Brad? And Becca. Alright, so we're just waiting on Brad and Becca. Sorry about that, guys. I got my brother's dogs, and 4 is a bit too much for Pam to handle alone.
Mike, are you here?
Yep, just muted.
Happy Father's Day. Well, we're killing time.
Oh yeah.
Thank
Happy
you.
Father's Day.
I was going to do it at the end of the game, but yeah, happy Father's Day. To anybody out there who is a father of any variety,
And a mother who's a father. Happy Father's Day.
that as well.
I'm a little iffy on that one. Because Mama's Good Mama's Day.
I know. But
I think if a woman fills both the role of the mother and father, and the father is completely 100% out of the picture, they deserve to get celebrated on both days. 'Cause
Yeah.
they put
That
in
I
the
can
extra
agree
work.
with. For sure. That I can rally behind.
Yeah, not the ones who try to push the baby daddy out of the picture. Like, no, they're not moms and dads, because the dad is still there in whatever respect. But if they take everything upon themselves, then absolutely.
I say that and vice versa.
It's a really gray line. Okay, I can't. We could talk about it for the next 3 hours, but we're playing D&D, so.
Yeah.
Rita.
Okay, so Becca's
Okay.
back. Is Brad back?
He's about to be at his desk.
Okay,
Kids got me a new cookbook.
nice.
It's the Assassin's Creed Culinary Codex.
Nice. I got a phone call this year, which is all I was really hoping for. So,
Hey, that's awesome. You got what you were hoping for.
What did we get a phone call for?
Father's Day.
Oh, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
But all right, everybody is back. Katie, sales. Are you setting half or full or none, or what are you doing?
I am actually going to say, Gallon, set half sail. Pearl, go find your navigation equipment. Kit, help people do muscly things if they need to. And Odes, can you go get Tatty, please? And I'm going to stand at the wheel.
I'm gonna
Sound-
say, you got it, Captain.
Sounds
Aye,
like we
aye,
had a
Captain.
good moment to take a break there.
I go get my stuff.
All right. So your stuff is just below deck here. I'm assuming you go back up topside.
Yes.
Okay. So you get your navigator's tools, which you should have in your inventory. Nope, but I'll put them there.
Thank you.
Okay. navigator's tools, which let me check. I'm going to put the spyglass in your inventory as well.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to assume that you grab that. It's not actually part of the navigator's tools, but it's what a navigator would use.
Okay.
Odess, you follow her below deck, and you can see Taddy there, like, laying out his bedroll, and there's just a corpse of, like, a half-chest amorphous blob laying next to his bedroll.
You all right over there, bud?
Yeah, I'm putting stuff in it too. Yeah, I'm fine.
Do I see him putting stuff in it?
Are you trying to hide what you're doing, Mike?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then yeah, you see it.
Well, that's a good use for that, I guess. Anyways, and I'm gonna come over to him real quick. Silt says she wants you upstairs. Don't know why, but she said she wants you.
Oh.
I'm just passing the message along, but
I mean, if he came in the middle of it, I'm gonna finish dropping the stuff. If you check my inventory, you'll see stuff is in the mimic chest. But yeah, if I'm at the tail end of it, then
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to just about finish everything by this point.
okay. And then yeah, I would head up top.
The two of you return upwards. The sail, I need Gallon and Kit to make a athletics check for me to go to half sail.
could I ask? There was a second key down there in the second chest, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that before I come up.
Bro.
Before you grab it, make a
Shit.
perception check.
Can I use my Bardic Inspiration to re-roll that?
You sure can.
I'm gonna use my DM roll
Okay.
because this is wrong. It's not right.
You
Oh,
do
thank
see
you.
that. You do notice that key, Otis. So go ahead and just add ship chest key to your inventory.
Who?
So thank God you guys re-rolled those, because we were about to have a window blind issue where it's like all crooked and Gallon is dangling off the ground. Yeah, it was gonna be ugly.
We're good.
But you guys start lowering it, and Gallon, you can feel the weight starting to lift you up, and you center yourself and re-anchor, lower your hips a little bit. And Kit, you start going, and the rope starts slipping from under your hand. You get a little bit of a rope burn, not enough to cause any damage, but you re-grab your grip, and you guys are able to lower it down and secure the rope for half mast. Silt, you being at the helm, I need you to make a dexterity check to steer the ship safely.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So the sails go down to half mast. The wind starts catching in the sail. Silt, you start turning the helm, steering the ship. If you didn't know any better, you had had years and years and years of practice doing this. You navigate very proficiently through the number of ships surrounding Haven and out past the inner reef. And you guys are just outside the boundaries of Haven. You can see it behind you on the horizon. Well, not on the horizon. It's, maybe a mile out right now. But it's definitely small.
Goodbye.
I'll whisper farewell, land. And I'll turn it over into my backpack and say, Chestrock, you should see this.
Chestrock pops out of your bag and goes, well, I can't actually smell, but I assume the sea air is amazing.
It's all right, yeah. Okay, so now that we're out of danger areas, bumping into stuff and everything, is it time to, like, put up the sail for reals?
That's entirely up to you. You're the captain.
No, I mean above table. Like, I don't know how ships work.
Being out of danger, it would make sense that now's the time to get as much speed as you can to decrease the amount of travel time your journey consists of.
All right. So I will say, Gallon and Kit, great job. Let's go to full sail and make tracks.
I'm going to share the world map with you guys. There is a green pin right next to Haven. It should say current location for you. That way we can keep track of where you guys are. To the best of your knowledge, at least.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gallon and Kit, I need another athletics check as you run full sails.
Have mercy. Oh, sorry, you said athletics check. Okay. Oh, it's not great.
Okay. Little bit of a window blind moment. The weight gets away from you, Gallon. You kind of get lifted off the deck and thrown to the other side. Not thrown, but like, it's like doing a rope swing. It lifts you up and then puts you down. And when you look at the sail, Kit's side is all the way down and your side is a little more than halfway up still. And the sail is all sorts of crooked.
Can I try for a second attempt?
You absolutely can at disadvantage.
While she's doing that, I'm going to call for Odess. Would you help Gallon, please?
I was gonna walk over there and help as well.
Okay, so take away the disadvantage and actually add advantage as Kit and Odess run over and assist you with this rope.
Athletics, let's go!
Much better. With the help of your two companions, the rope is let down to a full sail position and secured properly. And you are all making tracks, as Silt said.
All right. So as we are sort of now in a moment where we don't have to actively be doing stuff, potentially.
So as this being your first time running a ship, I would recommend setting an appropriate heading.
Yep, I want to do that.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that, but I want to do that.
That's what the navigator's tools are for.
Oh, then I will say, Pearl, let's set an appropriate heading.
Ahoy, Captain.
Northwest.
Give me 1 second on that, Pearl.
West by northwest, actually.
Just say you want to head towards a spot on the map, like number 3. Wasn't that our original game plan?
Yep.
Hit 3, 4, and then.
No, we're going to my family first. Gotta get that shit done.
It's up to
Was
you
that
guys.
kind of-
I thought you had discussed doing 3, 4, Silt, 5, 6, and back to Haven.
That's
did.
what I was under the
What I
impression
was
of.
thought we were doing.
I think you
well,
guys were. I think you had
times-
split the party when those conversation happened. So
Well, I remember. I remember from the conversation that that's what everybody but Silt agreed on. She's currently setting the heading. I mean, if she wants to set us straight out to that way, I think the only ones who would know would be her and Pearl, because Pearl's the one doing the navigating. But like I said back then, if we don't do these things and we come back completely empty-handed, Otis is fucked.
Well, no, I thought we were just doing it backwards, like pretty much dropping 6, doing 5, and then getting the others on the way back to.
We were gonna do a loop all around in a circle.
Yeah, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, and then back to Haven.
Right, but
And that's
because
6
it's time
if-
sensitive.
And you were gonna do Silt the same time you did 5.
Right.
Was my understanding.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What directional heading did you just give Silt, Katie?
West by northwest. If that is a directional heading.
It is.
It is. But when you were first trying to decipher which way you wanted to go, I was suggesting, as a navigator, she should have all the markings on the map, and she should be able to try and steer us towards, like, number 3, which was what we originally wanted to go to. So couldn't she just say heading for that job 3?
I could say that, but I'm heading towards 5.
So basically, what my understanding is that Silt's captaining it just so that we can go save her family without the discussion, even though we already had the discussion.
But
Yeah, just doing
I
doing
don't
those
think-
later.
And I also don't think at any point any of our above table, I don't think any of our characters know that. Is what we were getting at.
That's valid. Yep.
You
guys-
even
you
if
would
she
all
isn't
have
going to
heard
do
the
it this-
terms before, but the only person who would truly understand what it means would be Pearl. I'm gonna send you guys a photo right now of nautical direction indicators, just for your reference. So above table, you understand what's being said.
Okay. But okay, so just side note, if she wanted to set navigations for, let's say, number 3, can she just say set? I mean, does she have to use north,
Because-
northwest, or
right,
the nautical
because-
terms?
I would
Yeah.
say use nautical terms or, common language. Don't say head to number 3. Give an actual direction.
Oh, okay. Because I was kind of thinking that was the navigator's job.
Well, if Silt doesn't have a full, I mean, you guys would have all heard the terms before. So right now she could have said south by southwest, fully thinking she was heading towards number 3. She doesn't know. She got lucky with her guess. Below table, above table, I know she looked. But it could be as simple as, pulling out the map and being like, okay, pretty sure we're here. We need to head here. Which way do we need to turn the boat, Pearl? And then Pearl will make a check.
Oh yeah, I assumed that I had just remembered looking at the map and knew where I was going.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fair to assume that you need to know generally northwest. So. But all right, Pearl, on your skills tab, I added your navigator's tools. I need you to make a check with them.
Double check.
Navigator's tools. It's on your skills tab.
Hold on.
I promise all of this only seems complicated because it's the first time.
That's what she said.
Oh, you actually did at it.
Oh boy.
Well, we're
Guess it
going
doesn't
down
matter
on
anyway.
the first day.
We're not going down, we're just going somewhere.
Somebody give her
You
guidance.
you tell the ship, or you tell Silt that the ship needs to turn to the left. Silt, it's up to
many?
you if you listen or not.
How many degrees?
Until she says stop.
I will trust her and turn the ship's wheel
Okay.
to the left.
You let the ship turn until she says stop, and then you straighten it out, and you are all sailing. It is Wednesday morning. Is there anything anybody is doing while you are sailing for the day?
Is she supposed to recheck to the heading after the ship's turn to?
She gets 2 checks per day.
Okay.
Is how this works.
Okay.
So a morning check and an evening check.
Okay.
I mean, Taddy came upstairs because he was beckoned upstairs.
Well, yes, because I wanted to make a heart uplifting speech to everybody.
Okay.
Go ahead.
After we were finished setting things.
Yep, the heading is set. You guys are underway. The day is yours.
Everybody, if you could just, Taddy and Pearl, come over here for a second.
Sure.
Everybody or just Taddy and Pearl?
Well, they were far away. You guys are standing there.
Okay.
Much closer to me, so yeah. I know that we all maybe have our independent lives and we don't get along all the time, but here we are now, a crew on a ship, and it's going to take teamwork, and we're out here living together for the next, what is it, Odess, exactly?
60 days.
60 days, and that's a while to be on a place we can't get away from each other. We have all known each other for, well, most of us have known each other for quite some time, so none of us have killed each other yet. So I believe in us. I believe we can sail this ship and get these jobs done and get our extra side jobs done. And I just want to thank you all for being here and taking your tasks under your wing, etc., etc. So if anything we don't know how to do, we've got a good start, I think. I hope. And we're going to figure it out. And
Absolutely.
that's all. I guess we can make ourselves at home now and...
So in the ship crew descriptions that I had sent you guys, I think 3 weeks ago now, there's a section on morale. And that morale section is more particularly for when you hire crew members. We are going to run a modified morale system for you guys. And that may or may not add positive or negative modifiers to ability checks and such as time goes on. So it is a sliding scale from 1 to 20. The general morale starts at 10. And with a 12 plus 2 persuasion check, that brings your morale up by 1 to 11.
That's right, you guys like me secretly. You can't help it. I'm good for your morale.
So things that can affect the morale are if the captain or first mate, it's one or the other, you can't do it like 5 times a day. That won't work. But if you give inspiring speeches, that can raise morale. If there are celebratory events, that can raise morale. The accomplishment, the completion of missions or goals can tend to raise morale. Finding supplies or other people and having positive interactions with them can raise morale. Things that can lower morale are harmful events, rough fights, rough seas, bad weather, failure of a mission, things along those lines. And yeah, I'll keep you informed as we go along. Any questions about that?
Does sleep and eating, that kind of regular stuff, up morale?
Yeah, like if you guys have to go on rations, like rationing your rations, that will definitely impact morale. If you run out of food or out of drinkable substances, that will definitely impact morale. If you have a surplus of fresh food and fresh drink, that will impact morale positively, of course. All those things can make a difference,
Okay.
especially on a 2-month voyage for people who have never, well, most people who have never been at sea more than 2 weeks.
After
Any-
my speech, I will get my bottle of tequila that's been cracked open out, and I will take a little drink and pass it to Kit to my left there. Pass it around.
Will not
Cheers,
drink out of
everybody.
it, but Kit will pass. Cheers, my friends. Cheers.
The bottle goes around. Anybody who chooses to take a swig can. Does anybody take more than just a swig off of it?
Nah, I'm just gonna do swig.
Negative.
All right. The bottle comes all the way back around to Silt. The rest of the day is still your guys's, so tell me if and what you're up to.
I'm gonna unpack my stuff into my chest after I can leave deck.
Just above table, as far as sea travel goes, because you are the ones running the ship, the days can take as long as you guys want or as short as you guys want. It is entirely up to you. I'm giving you, I will give you the chance each day to, if there's any conversations you want to have, anything you want to do, absolutely speak up. We'll make it happen. If you guys just want to, do a roll each day and get through the travel, we can absolutely do that too. It is entirely up to you guys. But I'll give you the option each day. We don't need to play by play every hour, but, if there's anything you wanted to do throughout that day, any conversations, any activities, etc., just let me know, and we'll get after it.
I mean, I got something if anybody's got anything.
Today.
Silt, you did say you were going to go down and pack your stuff in your chest. Are you just leaving the helm empty, or what are you doing there?
No, I'll ask my first mate to grab the wheel. Or stand there and babysit the wheel.
I will grab the wheel.
There is a rope laying on the ground next to the helm, which kind of acts like a makeshift cruise control, if it will. That way somebody doesn't have to always have hands on the helm.
Then let's do that.
And it generally keeps your heading straight. But Silt, as you step down into the lower hold, you hear rock, chest rock, kind of, ooh, cozy.
You like it down here?
Like is a stretch, but it's not too shabby. What the fuck is that thing over there against the wall?
That's a good question.
You now notice this just like amorphous blob with a couple of materials sitting in its opening.
Is it the pink thing or the green thing?
The green thing. The pink thing is a bedroll.
Okay.
The green thing is just this like husk of an amorphous creature that has, as you look at it,
I thought it was a chest.
Nope.
I thought you. No, see, that's why I kept it, because you said the teeth and the tongues and all that stuff went away.
When you killed it, it's like split in half almost. So it still vaguely resembles a chest, but it also de-shifted a little bit. So it's kind of this amorphous blob, which you can keep stuff in it, but it's like it was a living thing.
Oh,
I'm gonna like poke it with my foot.
It squishes.
Ugh. Oh, I don't know. We have an interesting group here, Chest Rock.
I will say you don't notice anything else about it. You folded the skim flap over the stuff you put in it, Taddy.
okay.
But yeah, it's I mean, think a biological chest, you know, so the top opens and closes, and that's the mouth, and inside the mouth is a hole where things can be held. But when you killed it, you like put a split down the middle of it, and it kind of demorphed a little bit, so it's
Does
That
it
is not-
stink?
yes.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh no! Wait a minute. That description kind of changes everything for the whole entire.
Wouldn't have saved that then, huh?
Right.
Not even taking the corpse.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know
It's
that's
like-
what you were planning to do with it until just now, so I just went with it.
Yeah. No. Scrap that whole entire section then.
Okay. The bedroll
Yeah.
too, or you want to leave that?
Yeah. Federal too.
Alright. I'm not gonna paint down bedrolls for everybody. I'll just say you put them down wherever you're gonna sleep for the night. So. Okay. But Katie, you were gonna put things inside your chest, yeah?
Yep, that's all.
Okay. Just in your inventory, underneath the location section, you can put ship chest, and it'll
Okay.
organize whatever items are in the ship chest then. But
Okay.
it will be your responsibility to make sure you grab things from the ship chest before you leave the ship. Because if you say you're going to use something and I look and it's in the ship chest, I won't let you use it.
Okay.
All right. But you go ahead and organize that. Odess, what were you going to get up to?
Otis is going to say a blessing prayer over the ship. So
Okay. Is this an actual spell or is this just a generic blessing prayer?
no, it's a part of his connection with Poseidon.
Okay.
Kind of thing. So, long story short, he will come up to the helm, or not helm, sorry, bow of the ship, and he flip a coin into the water. I just want to make sure.
Whatever coin you want to do, just
Yeah. There we go. Flip a gold coin into the water. And I will send out the prayer. And then once that's done, I'd like to go downstairs and start setting up my sleeping area.
give me 1 second. I'm just reading your.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Roll your D100. Okay. For anybody wondering, because I know I covered it earlier, I put nautical directions up at the top left corner of the map there, and I will leave those there so you can reference them. But you were heading down to set up your sleep area, so I'll put you down in the cargo hold. Pearl, what are you up to? Anything? Well, out of
Nothing.
Pearl, Gallon, and Taddy, is there anything you guys want to do for the day?
Just enjoying the waters, the surroundings. I don't know. taking it all in. Enjoying to be safe, at least for now. It's nice to feel safe. Kind of feels like home. So she's just taking it all in.
Okay.
I mean, Taddy's probably gonna probably head downstairs, drop a bedroll, and just zonk out.
Okay. Gallon?
Yeah, she's gonna kind of just sit on deck for a while, like looking over everything, getting familiar with the ship. Gazing out at the water, with a lot of joy and like affection and yearning. And then she's eventually gonna go down once she's like looked at everything, make sure it's secure. Gonna go down and set up her bedroll and stuff.
Okay. So I don't need the little details of what you guys do, but is there anything you guys want to do throughout the day? Any conversations, any activities, anything like that?
I mean, as a general rule of thumb, what you see Taddy doing now is what he's going to be doing unless somebody asks him anything else.
Okay.
Oh, I will be asking Taddy to help, or at least start picking up on sailing stuff if it looks like he's not helping.
Gonna get into the water with her little Manta Ray cloak on and just start doing some fishing.
You're going into the water to do that?
I'm going into the water to do that.
Why not?
Traveling hella fast right now.
I can catch up.
Let me...
Could we put a rope
check.
on you, at least?
Yeah, tie a rope to me and then I'll just...
Okay. That
We'll do it like that.
definitely do. Where is your cloak? There it is.
On my person.
You actually, with the cloak, can swim faster than the ship can sail.
So pull us.
Fine.
I just had to double check against the ship's stats. So, the ship can sail approximately 45 feet per turn, which is equivalent to 5 miles an hour. So. Okay.
Technically, I could pull the ship if you want me to pull the ship.
No. We need
'Cause I
you
can
strong
breathe.
for
But
other stuff.
you're gonna do some fishing, so go ahead and roll a D100 in the chat box. Okay. You don't catch anything today.
Well.
But you have fun doing it.
That's all that matters. All that matters.
All right. Anybody else up to anything today?
I'm going to suggest to Pearl that we get the crickets set up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
farm.
We should do that.
All right. So you're just using one of the crates you guys bought to create a type of cricket farm?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to choose this one here. Put a note on it. And you're putting all of your crickets in that, Pearl?
Yep.
All right. So let's see here. You were at... Where are your freaking crickets? Because I can't see them.
I should claim one of those boxes to sleep in,
There you go.
like a proper cat.
You know, I got a cricket in the basement somewhere. I can't seem to see him either, man. They're just these little bastards hide.
Okay.
Oh,
Kit, did you want to add your crickets to the farm as well, or are you going to keep yours on you?
I'll add half of my crickets. I need some for my spell slots.
Okay, so that'll be 5 off of yours, add 5 to it. Okay, so you guys have 11 crickets in the farm currently.
Hopefully they're not all one sex.
Time will tell. All right, anything else for your first day of sailing?
No. I'd
Can
go
we
back up
have-
on board eventually and stand by the wheel and look
we
like
have
a
access
captain.
to the pins?
To the what?
To the pins? Like the cricket pin?
Oh, so we know how many.
So we can take
Yeah.
a look
They're
at
doing.
them.
Yeah, no, it's you can definitely take a look at them, see them, all that fun
Okay,
stuff.
because right now it's not letting me. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, it should. It's just a note. Oh, there we go. Shared public.
11 crickets.
Try now.
Yep.
Yep.
And the one up on the left-hand corner, what's that one for?
That is your ship stats, which there you go. You should be able to see it now.
Perfect.
Mm.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, that just shows your ship stats. Obviously, the ship doesn't have any weapons on it, so ignore the ballista and mangonel. But that'll show the AC, hit points, speed, damage immunities, and condition immunities, as well as strength and all that.
Perfect.
But I left the weapons on there in case you guys ever
Mhm.
add them. That way I don't have to put them back on. But it also, if you click the helm and the sails have their own hit points and armor class. So if they get damaged, they could get destroyed and the ship will still be intact. You just might not be able to sail or steer.
Okay.
So, things to keep in mind.
Oh, while
Uh,
I'm thinking about it, I need to make the note that on my inventory, I just put the backpack, my backpack's location as the ship's chest. But what I did was I took all the stuff out of my backpack and I'm wearing the empty backpack so that chest rock still has a place. But I thought that would be simpler to change one location than a
Okay,
million.
so you're wearing the empty backpack, but everything that says it's in your backpack is actually in the ship chest.
Yes.
Got it. Too easy. Okay. Well, as evening comes around, Miss Pearl, I need another navigation check from you.
Okay.
Maintain heading. Oh dear.
Okay. Some slight adjustments on the helm, but you are confident you are still underway.
We are underway.
The night goes. So instead of doing a watch order every night, if you guys are okay with it, I'll just have everybody roll a perception check all at the same time.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
if
fine.
something were to happen based on somebody's roll, that person will be the one on the top deck on watch at the time it happens.
Yeah.
Plans, Dad.
With 60 days of travel, little things to kind of move it along a little bit. That way we don't spend 3 episodes covering 1 day of travel. But unless we have to. All right, let's see what we got here. I need one from you, Pearl. Pam?
Didn't I do one?
No.
Why didn't it show? Hold on. I did.
There we go. Now I got you.
Twice.
Okay, so 16, 17, 12. Okay.
I'll take the second one.
Your both of them are good. Y'all's first night of travel goes off smoothly.
My gosh.
Soft seas, nice cool breeze on the air during your watch. Everything goes good. If you have a morning roll to do, go ahead and do it. Pam, add a day of blood hunger. And give me a navigation check for your first check of the morning.
Damn, we're 20.
DM, could I ask for last night during the travels? I was going to do some reading. Is that okay?
Yeah,
just didn't
go
get there
ahead.
yet.
There's 6 of you, so go ahead and add an hour of read time.
Can I perceive him? Roll for
Actually,
perceiving him.
This was during his watch.
Oh, during his watch. Okay.
Yeah. Did you do any reading the day before, Brad? Since we're on the topic.
I did, but I was waiting to clarify on that about setting up my room. But for the sake of argument, so we don't have to go back and do all that, I'll just say no, I didn't do any reading.
Well, no, we can make it really simple because the day didn't really contain anything for you to do. So, did you want to focus solely on reading? Did you just want to do some light reading, or just read a bit? So, low, medium, or max, basically.
We'll go with medium.
Add another 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay. So dawn the next day. We got those rolls done. Pearl, the star's still up. You recheck with your navigation tools, and oops is all you can think.
Oops.
And before anybody else wakes up, you turn the helm, correct course. But by your best guess on the map, you are closer to there right now.
Did this happen?
So day 2, everybody's up, everybody eats, everybody does their thing. Anything anybody wants to do today?
Well, I'd like to discuss with Pearl about where we are, because I assume that we've made some cracks in a day.
Okay.
So we'll go over the map.
Okay, so you come up to her with the map of the known world, as it were, and
How are we doing, Pearl? What
No.
progress are we making?
No. We're not.
No, what? We're not what?
I don't think we're going the right way.
Okay. Can you show me where we are?
Can I show her where we are in the map?
yeah. So if you look at the world map there's a little green dot that says current location.
Yeah.
So that's where you are pretty sure the ship is, based off the navigational coordinates you took this morning when the stars were still out.
Okay, so I'm gonna
So-
point and just say with my finger, we are here.
So let me above table real quick. I'm sorry, because there's a lot of information coming out. When it comes to navigating, throughout the day and throughout the night, you won't for sure know which direction you're heading. Once a day, in the morning, when the stars are still out, when you take that navigational check, that's when you can actually plot your position on the map based on the stars. Does that make sense?
Yes, so I'm assuming what happened throughout the night, we kind of shifted a little bit to the right.
Okay, I guess that's fine. We have a little bit more to make up now, but we're all new to this, so I'll just
Yeah.
keep checking with you. Keep do you need guidance when you're making your checks? Would that help you?
We can try next time to see if it makes any difference.
Okay, I will help you with that next time,
Okay.
just in case. So did you
Yeah.
correct course for our original heading?
We're doing that right
Oh.
now as we speak. We're gonna do that right now.
Okay, well, let's get on with the day then.
Okay.
And we go.
All right. Anybody else doing anything for today?
Wanna go
I have a
fishing?
question before we continue about the whole navigation. Is there anything that we can do in our end to make sure that we do not deviate regardless of what time of the day, night it is? Like, do we need somebody to stay awake and kind of be like, hey, I think that we're drifting too much?
What
one
you
way
can
or
do,
another?
really
Roll
all you can
high.
do is roll high on your navigation checks.
You know, when the pressure, it's all on me. No, I'm kidding. Okay, got it.
It's cool. You got help now.
Okay, okay. Got it.
So going fishing again. Go ahead and roll another D100.
While I'm down there, I'm gonna yell at Silt if she needs me to pull the ship to go faster while I'm
I can't
hunting.
believe this.
Why don't we wait for that until we need, if we actually need it. We'll see. Or if
Why
you
don't
want to
we
try,
abandon
see
the
if it
ship?
works.
And everybody gets on top of Kit, and we'll be there in like less than 2 hours.
That sounds like a terrible idea, Pearl.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Okay, good.
So you jump in the water off the bow of the ship with a rope tied to you, and you keep that line tight and swim as fast as you can while fishing. You don't manage to catch anything again. To the best you can tell, you might have helped the speed a little bit, but there's really no way of knowing for sure.
Well, if we're dead in the water, then she might be able to get us somewhere.
Sounds like a plan.
That is possible. Anybody else up to anything today?
I'll try fishing with a pole as well.
Okay, go ahead and roll a D100.
I'll go fishing.
D100?
I'll join them, but I would like to. Can I clarify something about my sleeping arrangements that I set up real quick?
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, I used some of my rope to hang up some of my linens to like. Jacob, I know you know what I'm talking about when you're.
You set up
out
a
in the
hammock.
field. No, not a hammock.
Like a privacy screen.
Oh, a
Yes,
tent.
thank you.
A privacy screen. Yeah,
Mhm.
gotcha. Where did you do that exactly?
Well, I wasn't sure where everybody was at, but I was gonna. I don't know which one. So which?
Oh, did we
chest did you
ever decided where we're all
lower.
sleeping?
pick? The lower one.
Mm-hmm.
We're
That's where
sleeping
I'm set up.
randomly on the floor down in the bottom, unless you want to sleep somebody else, because there are no rooms.
Mm-hmm.
But like a little corner. Did anybody designate? Like, do we chose what little area will be yours for our belongings? I'm assuming.
It's wherever you can find space sort of scenario.
Gotcha. Okay. How much water do we have?
Give me 1 second.
A barrel.
You
10
have
gallons, I think.
a barrel, which is closer to 30 gallons of water, and each of you will drink 1 gallon per day, not counting that first day. So it is still full as of right this moment.
I guess I will make some water in a second barrel too. As much as
Yeah, I was gonna say if anybody wants to grab more water just to have for like washing purposes or whatever, I could always purify it. So there's no worry
How many?
about
How
that.
much? How much can you purify at once?
Tell you right now. Nee, 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 nee.
Is it the create food and water spell?
Yes, there is.
No, if that's the spell you use, then it's 30 gallons. I just got done using it Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I
It
won't
doesn't
worry
really
about.
specify on the amount of it. It just says that I can.
No, Pearl's
Purify.
talking about purify food and drink. Silt was talking
okay.
about creating.
Oh no
That's
no
why-
no! I'm not a witch.
That's why I asked if it was create.
Bro's gonna look at I'm not a witch.
Your
No, no,
your
no.
your purify spell purifies everything within 5-foot radius of poison and disease. So it
Okay,
won't
so
turn
that's-
salt water into fresh water, but if it's poisoned or diseased, it'll get rid of that.
We'll know if it's bad, like if it's green or whatever. Then obviously.
It won't work because that's not poison or disease, that's nature.
Oh God. Do we have a little stove where we can actually like?
Pearl, I can make water.
Okay, never mind.
No, you do not have a stove. It was on the shopping list, but it doesn't work. But you didn't get it.
Tatty enough L. I'll make you some water.
Oh,
I can
God.
make up to 50 gallons if we have a 50-gallon container, but I'll just fill the second.
I'm gonna save
barrel
my
with water.
following comment because it'd be a little too much. So
Okay.
let me just shut up and stick.
So you fill one of the empty barrels with water and
Mhm.
have a conversation with Pearl about purifying if need be. Anybody else up to anything? Odess, you said you were going to join them fishing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I need a D100 from you as well. Okay. Odess, you catch one fish.
Woohoo!
It is about the size of a bluegill.
All right. Fishing's gonna be hard, guys.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. I'll gut it and clean it to the best of my abilities for it to be cooked, and I'll throw it in my bag of holding.
Just for clarity's sake, after you clean, cut, and cook this thing, it's like a mouth, not even a mouthful of food. Just for clarity.
Okay. Well, if that's okay. So my bad. I misunderstood what a bluegill was then.
Can I just-
fuck that? I'll keep the whole
Make-
thing and I'll put it in my bag.
Make a fist, and that's about how big a bluegill is. But that's all of the bluegill: scales, skin, guts, head, all of it.
I will just keep the whole thing and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. So as bluegill are regular fish to catch where I'm at, I can tell you that bluegill can get large enough for one person to eat.
They can.
No.
Just cut
Yes.
This one did not.
This one did not.
That's above table, so in
Yeah.
case you were sure about
No,
the size
so,
of them.
sometimes, depending on where you're at in the real world, they can be big enough.
Yeah.
Most of the time, real world, you need about 10 of them to make a meal out of it.
Usually you want them for fish sticks.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
So I'll just
Any,
add that into the bag of holding.
anybody else doing anything today?
I'm gonna help get water.
Okay. So you stand there as Silt
Right,
casts her
sh-
spell,
so-
and water just falls and fills up the barrel.
Alright, cool. I guess grab the barrel is more of what I was talking about.
Okay.
Like if we're lugging them from below deck to up above deck, that's what I'm doing.
Are you hauling them up above deck, or you leave them down the hold?
Well,
Just leave 'em down in the
Silt's okay. Well, I'm just saying Silt's up on deck, so.
Oh,
but
no,
if it's
I
out of
went,
the hole.
no, I
okay,
went down
gotcha.
there. Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha. All right, cool.
Okay.
No, then we're good.
All right. Nobody else wants to do anything today. Taddy, I need you to roll a d20 for me.
Four.
Okay. Safe seas and steady travel throughout the day. Evening approaches, and Pearl, go ahead and make another navigator's check.
Here's some help.
Okay. You've got your heading set for the night. As we go through a watch, everybody give me a perception check.
I'll do some reading on my watch too. I meant to
Okay.
do it during the day, but I'll do it on the
For future reference, the perception checks on the watch, you cannot use guidance because guidance only lasts a minute.
Oh.
So you'd have to sit there
Okay.
recasting it every 60 seconds over the course of your hour and a half watch, and that doesn't make sense.
Gotcha.
So
Oh no.
just for future reference. Odess, between night and day, go ahead and add another 5 hours of red time.
Okay.
Just leave it up to the dice there. But the night remains calm and smooth. Morning approaches. Pearl, time for your next navigator's check.
I overheard Otis say he wanted to spend some time during the day reading. Did he manage to do so?
Yeah, a couple hours.
Okay. Is there any chance I would have caught him reading?
Yeah, did I see him reading too?
Otis, were you trying to hide the fact that you were reading?
I mean, I'm behind my privacy screen reading.
Okay. So, I mean, that's up to you guys if you wanted to try and sneak a peek and take a look, or...
Did we hear the sound of books being read? You know, pages being turned.
Gentle ripple of pages being turned.
I will say make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
No guidance.
No guidance, no, because that's not something I'm like, Otis must be in there doing something very specific.
Otis in there behind the curtain reading pornos.
Look, if the curtain's shaking, don't come raking.
No, neither of you heard anything.
Okay.
He's got an e-reader.
But Pearl and Silt, you two get together in the wee hours of the morning and check your heading along with current location. And it looks like you're heading in the right direction now.
Is
You're-
that updated?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So you were here and now you're about there.
Awesome.
If you have morning stuff to do, go ahead and do it. And
Can I just roll a fishing roll with my morning stuff?
one thing at a time. Get through the morning stuff. Because your morning roll is going to decide whether or not you get to fish that
Can
day.
fish, yeah. That's fair.
And Pearl, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. You're muted as well, Pam.
So we've been at sea for 2 days, right? Making this Friday morning.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna be checking Pearl in the mornings too, actually.
Perfect. So the way this is going to work, Otis, Kit, Gallon, and Tatty, you are all below deck. You can move your tokens to wherever you want to be for how you would have slept.
I moved.
Pearl. What?
What's that?
Pearl-
I moved.
Okay. Pearl and Silt, you go to do your morning navigational check. And as the sun starts to creep over the horizon, Pearl, you black out. And you are blood hungry now.
Oh God.
Does she fall over? Is that what's happening?
Nope. You've seen exactly what's going to happen before.
Okay, blacking out means she's about to get crazy.
Yep, and I will say you get 1 round, Katie, before she starts going blood hungry.
Okay. I'm going to try to grapple her and yell for my crew.
Okay. So
And
you
I will say
you make a
all
strength
hands on
check.
deck.
Pam, either make an athletics or acrobatics check. At disadvantage. Okay. So Pearl, you are grappled. That just means you can't move. And everybody else, I need you to roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I've got her in a full Nelson too, by the way. She's not getting at my neck.
This is great.
Teddy, Kit Gallon, Odess, perception disadvantage, please.
And I'm assuming guidance doesn't count on this one.
Nope.
Fuck. Of course, I'm
Okay.
gonna roll a 20 and it's a disadvantage. Fuck
So
me.
did I, bro. Don't feel bad. So did
The
I.
bright side is 10 was the DC. You all wake up
Hey.
and hear Silt. Silt, what are you yelling?
I yell, all hands on deck, because that's a shippy thing to yell.
Okay. So we are going to go turn-based right now. So everybody roll initiative.
Damn it, Pearl.
Now in this first round, Gallon, Kit, Taddy, and Odess, you were all sleeping. So you were all prone on your first turn. So half your movement to stand up. Okay. We are going to start at the top with Odess. You wake up and hear all hands on deck.
Alright, I'm going to stand up for 15 feet of movement. That leaves me with 15 more feet. I'm going to click my heels together.
Which is a bonus action, correct?
A bonus action, yes, correct. So that
Okay.
doubles my movement speed, so...
So you'll have 45 feet of movement right now.
45 feet of movement, and if I take the dash action, how much?
That will give you an additional 30, so you'll have 75 then.
Okay, so... 50 gets me to the staircase.
Go ahead and move your token so we can count the distances out.
Okay, so that's 50 to the staircase.
Okay, and that'll put you upstairs. I'll move your token here. We'll call it 5 feet of movement to get up the ladder. So that's 55.
I have, what, 75? So another 20 feet of movement?
So another 20 feet of movement.
And I'm going to move right there.
Okay, and that's your movement action and bonus action. You don't have anything left. Gallon.
You run up the stairs and get to the top of the deck and look and see what's going on.
Okay, so 15 will put you right there, and you can see Silt has Pearl in a full Nelson, and Pearl is like just starting to do the zombie thing.
I'm gonna. What do I notice if Pearl has her bag on her? That would have her blood vials.
Pearl, did you put your backpack down somewhere, or are you wearing it?
No, have it below deck.
It's below
Yep.
deck.
I notice that she doesn't have it, and I shout down the stairs at Kit, saying, "Pearl's bloodthirsty. Look for her bag in the vials."
Okay.
Teamwork! See, I told you we could do it, guys.
Literally shouting down at anyone down there who's listening. Mostly to Kit because Kit's seen this before, for sure. And then I'm gonna move out of the way so that they can come up easily, and I'm going to move the next 15 feet onto this side.
Okay. Sorry, just making an adjustment there. So that'll be Taddy. You wake up and hear Pearl's blood hungry, find her bag.
With the vials.
Okay.
If you're looking for the bag, make a perception check. Pam, I need you to roll initiative still. I'm sorry, I thought you
But
already
I'm
had.
dead.
No, you're not. You're grappled.
Same thing.
Big difference.
Like, I'm
Oh,
not
can we have
doing
our
it.
hit points back too from our psychic damage?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
I forgot
Wait.
that you had those. With a 10, you will be able to see the bag. The vials are readily placed at the top, but we're going to call it 5 feet of movement to grab one of them. So it'll be 50 feet of movement for you to get right there.
Okay. With a vial in my hand.
With a vial in hand, yes.
Okay. So I will take the last of my movement to here.
Okay. And you've still got your
And,
action as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's my. Well, I thought it was my. Oh wait, because I have cunning action.
Yep.
So
I assumed
that's
you
how I
used your cunning action to dash.
action. Yeah. Yeah. I still get a bonus action?
It was your bonus action to get to where you are right now, and then you still have an action. You could use your action to dash again and get another 30 feet of movement if you wanted.
Yeah, I had something else in mind, but you know what? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right, that's everything for you. Pearl, it is your turn. As you... So you went into kind of like a trance state for the last couple seconds as the blood hunger takes over your mind. Right now, your body is going to make you want to attack and bite the first thing you can see. And what's in front of you is Taddy.
Oh,
The vials. Are they corked?
Yeah.
Would it take anything to pop the cork while I was moving?
No.
Okay. So I
Good.
just gonna pop that cork while I'm running then.
Okay. All right. So Pearl, as your feral senses take over, you see Taddy. First living thing is what you want to go after and what you want to bite. You
yeah.
are grappled. So as you start to strain to get to Taddy, I need you to make either an athletics or acrobatics check. And Silt, I need you to make a strength check to see if you can maintain your grapple.
Okay.
Probably not.
Nope.
Hey, save my skin.
So, Pearl, with your first attack action, you break free of the grapple and charge towards Taddy. And being a level 5 paladin, you have a second attack, which means you get to make a bite against him.
Can I
Bye-bye.
do a... Is that a... Like, she's moving out of my space, so I get an attack of opportunity?
That is a tricky question. I'm going to say no, because you're all
Okay.
right there. Go ahead and take a bite against Taddy, Pearl.
Sorry.
What about my uncanny dodge?
That can reduce the damage. So hold off on the damage, Pam. Go ahead and put your uncanny dodge on you.
Okay.
Now go ahead and roll damage, Pearl.
Okay.
I can just shove the bottle in her mouth as a reaction.
Okay, so you took 2 damage off that. So you run up, bite down on Taddy's forearm. Taddy, it hurts, but she only gets the top teeth in, not the bottom ones. Couple seconds passes of you biting and consuming this fairy blood. And Taddy, you watch her for those 2-3 seconds, and you can see the red in her eyes contract back into her pupils. And she lets go. And we are out of combat.
I put the cork back in the bottle and shove it at her. Be happy, and I'm going back down to my spot.
Thank
I clicked my
you.
boots off.
I'm gonna grab her by the shoulder and spin her around, kind of harshly. And I'm gonna say, I thought you had this under control.
So did I.
then why didn't you?
That's a great question. If
Pearl,
I knew,
stop giving me shit half answers. Tell me why it happened when you said you know how to keep it from happening.
know why it happened. If I would have known why it happened, it wouldn't have happened whatever just happened.
You know you need to drink blood to keep it from happening, so why aren't you preventing this?
Feeling weak or any type of way. So I don't know what happened.
Can I roll to see if she's giving me bullshit? Because, like, I feel like she probably knows when it's
I
gonna
think
happen.
this is a good opportunity for a tower roll. So, Pearl, I need you to roll in the tower either perception or deception.
Okay.
Perception if you're persuasion if you're telling the truth, and deception if you're lying. And then Katie, give me an insight in the chat box.
Okay, and then insight in the chat box, not the tower.
Yeah, no guidance.
Okay. Right.
You believe her.
Okay. I need you to keep track of when this happens and when you're feeling ill or whatever it is you feel leading up to this, so that it doesn't happen again.
Will do, Captain.
Wait, I'm going to use persuasion as well, because that's not just me saying that.
You are persuaded, Pearl.
Yeah.
Okay. We are at 11:02, so I'm going to stop us there. But real quick before I cut the stream, above table, Pam, that was just enough to take the edge off, not reset your blood hunger.
Yes.
So you've still got 1 day of blood hunger. You know what that means.
Yes.
Is there anything you need to tell us?
Well, it means that I basically just need more blood, that this is not enough. And it might get more aggressive if I don't have enough blood by then, because it kind of opened my thirst. So now I need it more than what I probably needed it before.
Is that actually Pearl telling me this?
Yes, it is Pearl.
Okay, well that does a lot more to help my trust in Pearl.
Yes.
I mean,
don't know.
Pearl is standing there with a vial of blood in her hand because Taddy shoved it at her before he left.
I'm going to say drink that right now.
I'm gonna chug it.
Okay. Well, go ahead and untick one of your filled blood vials and untick your blood hungers. So that'll completely reset you. Use one of your blood vials. The other side note is you will have a level of exhaustion until you complete a long rest from the transition.
Yeah.
So a level 1 exhaustion is disadvantage on all ability checks.
Mm-hmm.
The bright side, you did your morning navigation already. So, but we will leave it there and pick up next week as the ship travels onward and see what ends up with the maiden voyage here of the Rock and a Hard Place. So thanks everybody for coming to watch the stream. Again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And we will see you Friday for the next episode of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon, or back here next Sunday for Waters of the Deep again. Bye, everybody.
Wednesday. Are we doing that?
No, next week.
Nope,
No.
next
No,
week.
not yet.
The 26th is when our Curse of Strahd campaign begins.
I know, but are we broadcasting it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know if I'm going to live stream the Curse of Strahd, but I'll definitely record it and put them out there, if nothing else. So,
I just wanted to get that info out there in case.
no, we've
viewers
been
were in,
we've
or-
been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. So, bye everybody. Good night. See you next time.
Bye.
Nice.